What's up, guys? Today we are going to be replacing a starter. Today we are going to be replacing a starter on a 6.7 Ford. So let's do this. Alright, get these two connectors out of the way on your oil pressure and temperature sensors. Okay. Come on, baby. Might be kind of nice too, because it looks like his oil filter housing starting to leak anyway. So we're gonna get that gasket replaced anyway, so that's good. Alright, that's unplugged. Get yourself a 10mm. And there is a 10mm nut back here holding this harness on. So that's what I'm going to be removing right now. Yeah, these things, they're honestly not very fun. But it's part of the job, right? Actually, I want a shorter extension. Okay, got that nut out of the way. Get the bracket. Come on, baby. You guys kind of see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get that bracket off the stud. Come on. Come on, baby. Leverage is king. Come on, girl. Okay. There we go. Good. Now, swap out for an 8mm socket. Oh. You guys recognize her? Previous video. If you guys are interested, go look up its YouTube short on that one. Oh. Yeah. Get all these removed. Because we basically gotta get the oil filter housing out of the way so we can get the starter out of there. Feels like my gun's about ready to, or dying. There should be 5 bolts holding this on. Okay. Here we go. Get that freaking mother lover out of there. Okay. Beautiful. Now, one more 8mm and then that's all ours. So be ready to catch it after this. After getting this nut bolt out. Okay. Here it is. Ready? Be ready. It's gonna make a mess too. Okay. Got that bolt. There we go. Set that to the side. Go wash your hands. Or at least wash your hands the mechanic way. Just wipe them off with a dirty rag. I have this special tool, which you guys definitely don't need. I mean, you're just gonna get messy, but this is this plate here. And this basically bolts on there and seals it off so it stops dripping on you. Because this will sit here and leak like this for, you know, especially when you're underneath a vehicle, for what feels like ever. So this will just kind of stop from leaking on you. Just because I don't want oil all over my arms and stuff the rest of the day. Got quite a bit of stuff to get done today. This was obviously a toe-in, a no start. And thankfully I was able to screw with it enough to get the starter to actually start for me. So I actually was able to drive this one in. I didn't have to tow or push it in, which is really nice. Alrighty, so now, pretty much the most annoying part about this whole job is there's a top bolt up here on the back side of the starter. You guys will be able to see approximately none of it, what I'm doing, but you'll know what I'm talking about if you're doing this. It's like ridiculously annoying to get on. So you basically just gotta keep playing with it. I found about a 6-inch no, about a 3-inch extension with a swivel on it is kind of what I've learned to be the right on the money. This is actually awesome, this guy right here. I call this my baby ratchet. And now that I have that bolt snapped loose, these little guys, or this little guy, is amazing. It gives you just enough leverage that you can actually twist it. Yeah, everybody made fun of me for buying this ratchet, but I tell you, I use it all the time. It's kind of like the little palm ratchets, but for me it's a little better because, like for example, right now, the only thing I'm able to rotate it with are my fingers. You know, with the palm ratchet, you have to be able to wrap your hand around it and twist your wrist or whatever. This, I can literally just flick my fingers and it's turning their bolt, you know. So, yeah, if you ever are looking for a little ratchet, stinking try this out. I use it literally all the time. Pretty riveting content, isn't it? Staring at a tire the whole time. This is, one of my least favorite things to do, starters on a diesel. There we go. That little girl, that's all we're here for. That one, and we got 2 more. Now we can actually see them though. Truly, that is the worst part of this whole job, is just getting that one bolt out. The starter is free. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. I think these just tip up, don't they? Yeah. On your own mind. Just to accept it. There you go. Beautiful. There's the starter. Let's see if we can snap these 2 off. This is the one that usually snaps. Let's do this. Oh, it actually didn't snap. Amazingly. Beautiful, here's one. And then on diesels, on 6.7s anyway, this bolt, or this nut is a 15, not a 13. There she is, guys. She is nuked. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's get the new one in. Oh my. I mean, just look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Another little fun trick fact for you, if you guys didn't know, these orange stickers that indicates the core is required. Oh, we are gonna have to turn this back in. And yeah, there she is. Let's get this beautiful starter back in. Oh, girl. So what I usually do is I get these two started, or tight. What's up, buddy?
Oh, maybe not spotless.
It looked better when it was in the parking lot. But realistically though, it is actually pretty clean. No leaks or anything, but it's a nice truck at least.
Perfect. He'll be happy.
Yeah, so what I like to do is I like to get these two bolts tight, and then that way the starter is gonna be nice and like where it's supposed to be. So then you can just strictly focus on turning your fingers up there. You don't have to worry about winding anything up. Bam. There you go. And then now we can sneak that up easy. So now, basically the worst part of the job, you get to do it again, except for the reverse. So let's get this bolt in. Tight. And then just make sure these are all tight. Oh gosh, yeah, motherfucker. Awesome, beautiful. Man. That just makes you happy, you know? Just makes you happy. Let's get these harnesses put back on or plugged back in. Okay. Is that one lined up? I usually start the first one or the little one first. So I find that one is kind of a pain when you have the big one in. So I get the first one tight. And these things, don't make the mistake I've made and over tighten them, because these are extremely fragile. So generally, I will actually tighten them with my baby ratchet. Because usually you can tighten them about as tight as you can get with this little guy, and it won't break it. So, yeah, just don't over tighten this, because the stud will snap off, and then of course you have to frickin' buy another starter, which sucks. Man, how long is the stud, huh? Go. Okay, make sure to do the wiggle test. Plug the big one in. There we go. Hit the big nut. Big nut. Beautiful. This guy. Okay, to the wiggle test. Beautiful. Awesome. Starter is in. Now, this is where you put your little cap on. That came off in the beginning. That I did not show you because I pulled it off in the parking lot so I could test the starter. Now, since we noticed that this guy was leaking, we are going to replace this oil filter housing gasket, just because it doesn't make sense to throw that leaky gasket back on. So, got a new one here. Let's peel this out. Peel the old one out. Bam. Toss this guy in. And realistically, in my opinion, I would say, like if you go to the O'Reilly's or whatever and they give you order a starter, they're not going to give you this. I would order this too, or I would get this replaced too, just because they are common leak points. So if it's not leaking now, it's probably going to be leaking here in the near future. So I would just say, for the customer or for your own vehicle, just save some time, you know, because time is money. Save some time and just get it fixed while you're in there, you know. That's just my thought on it. You can do whatever you like, but that's just personally what I would recommend. Let's get our cover off. All these 4 bolts started. Make sure you start these by hand too, because these things suck when you, because what this screws into is, I'll show you guys sometime, but it's an upper oil pan. on these 6.7s, and basically if you cross-thread it, it really sucks to tap it. Yep, good. Get all of them tight. Yeah, this battery's dead. Got one on deck. This one, the battery's got a little more nuts on her. Beautiful. There we go. Harness is in the way, is where it's supposed to be. Now let's get our plugs back in. Plug back in. All right, let's get this all cleaned up and looking pretty for the customer. Don't get me wrong, our bay might be dirty, but we don't do crappy work. We don't do dirty work. We do quality work. Look at that. Well, that's a beautiful looking starter, huh? Not too freaking bad. All right, let's plug in the batteries and see if we fixed it. Is the moment of truth. Let's see if we fixed her. Hey, let's freaking go. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great day.